As I think it's chapter 28 of Matthew. I may be a little bit off, or maybe chapter 26. The word says that she would come into the house of Simon the leper. It says when she got there, she saw Jesus sitting at the table. She sees him sitting at the table and he's reclining, but so is Simon. I notice here in the text that when she sees him, she immediately falls on her feet, to his feet. She falls to his feet and then takes the expensive bottle of alabaster oil and then pours it on his feet. Or says that she was so indulged in her worship that she not only poured it on his feet, but she would dry it with her hair. I got to tell you on today that I know we read that scripture, we look at it, I think, through the eyes of already learned interpretation. So I want to suggest to you, I cannot push it on to you, but I just want to suggest for 1 minute a new interpretation to it. I want to tell you, if you've ever been in a place, if you've ever been in a space, if you've ever been in a bad period, I don't know what you look at on today. Not really sure what your day was like yesterday, but I do realize we're at the beginning of Thursday. And though it may have taken me a little while to find out what day it was, now that I know, I got to tell you, on Thursday, sometimes I feel like I should be redoing Wednesday. Anybody ever felt like that, like the day before? I feel like I should do it again. I don't know what mistakes you made yesterday. I'm not sure what your Tuesday was like. I'm not even going to try and speak to the beginning of the week, and I dare not even tread on Sunday. But I tell you on today that God is all powerful and omnipresent. Now, you have to understand the gravity of words like that. All powerful means that there isn't anything that he's limited to. There's no place that he can't go, and there's no problem he can't fix. I not only know that, but I also know this, that he is a God of compassion. And so we call him omnipresent. What that means is that he's able to care for you today and care for you tomorrow. But see, all power does not restrict him to what we see in front of us, but it yet propels him to a place of being able to, regardless of us, he's able to still fix us for the future us, going back to the past us. I know that may be a little bit complicated, but maybe you faced a situation where God saved you from, and you didn't know why he saved you because you didn't even pray for it. But I'm talking to somebody on today who knows that the power of God is not limited or restricted to anything that I would ever do, but it's everything that is love, that is just in the body of who he is. I need you to know that he not only is performed through perfection, but he operates in love. Now that's good for somebody who may be in a hated space that other people may not want to do for you, but may be able to. But able don't really speak to your condition if the person isn't willing. And he says, not only am I able, but I am willing and I'm able. And so when she comes into the room, I don't know what fight she faced yesterday. I don't know what she was the day before. But I know on this day, she says, whatever fight it was crippled her so bad that she had to take everything that was of value to her with her. I'm talking to somebody on today who found themselves on a Thursday waking up still wishing that you had your last year back. And for somebody, you may have gained a lot in monetary, but you've lost a lot in your mind. Maybe you've lost your sense of peace and of hope. Maybe you've lost a sense of joy to tell yourself that you're able to fulfill it, that you can still dream it, that you can still do it, that there's nothing that's too hard for you if God is on the side of you. Maybe you've lost that zeal to be able to speak to the better you, to come out of any circumstance, any storm, any situation, any hell, any depression or duration of it. I need you to know on today that I don't know what you're looking at, but I know who it is that I look to. And anytime that you're looking to a man, you may be disappointed. I see a lot of people who to look up to, but I can't depend on. And many of you find yourself in this place where you've been let down by folk who you saw stay around, but they couldn't ever perform to pick you up off the ground. He says, I need you to know, I want you to bring everything that you have of worth. Everything that is of worth is something that you have to know that he's able to hold. She brings it into the room. That's what it says. She brings the alabaster ointment, the oil. She brings the fragrance into the room, and then she puts it on his feet. You got to know here that when she put it on his feet, she didn't just put it there and place it there just to leave it there. But when she put it on his feet, she put it on his feet saying, God, I know that there's some stuff that's ahead of me that I really can't even see. And so I need to put it on your feet because I know you still to be omnipresent, which means you can go ahead along on the way and fix the fight that I would face even right now. So when I come to it on today, it's already fixed. I don't know if you've ever faced a problem like that. You ever saw a test work itself out? You ever go to bed so stressed out about it? You ain't know how you was going to work it out, how it was going to turn out. You ain't know how God was going to show up in it. You ain't even know if you should get dressed and show up to it. But for something inside of you spoke to the down you and said, get up in it and get dressed to it and arrive at it because God will already work it. And I'm talking to somebody who's facing something big on today or tomorrow. I don't know if it is an interview, if it is a quiz. I don't know if you just face just you or the enemy opposing you. But whatever it is, you got to know that God already runs ahead of you. He runs ahead of you to fix it. So when you get there, it's already done. And for somebody, you ought to shout and declare over yourself, Jeremiah, it's already done. You just insert your name there. Your strongest battle already fought. Your war that's opposing you in the mind of you is already won. Where you would be defeated in front of them is already won. Everything that you face, every situation that you could ever come to, any problem that you could ever not believe yourself to solve, God says, I've already walked ahead of you. She put it on his feet. That's what it says. She put it on his feet. She put it on his feet. And when she put it on his feet, she started crying. She started crying because there's some stuff that I dealt with. And God, I don't need you to only fix it in the natural, fix it in my emotional. Well, I'm too upset to even pray about it. God, fix it. It's too hard on me to even talk about it. I don't want to go to therapy for it. God, fix it. I need you to fix it, heal it, hope it, but make me not so emotional in it. So that she put it on his feet, but then she cried on it. You got to know the place God is bringing you to is a pure place of worship where unadulterated and unfiltered, you're able to bring your praises all unto him and say, God, for you I live and for you I die, whether they like me or not, whether they see me crying or not, whether they believe it to be real or not, that I come into your presence, God, not only praying, not only coming to praise, but I come bringing every part of me that is the whole me, that is the weak me, that's the toe up me, that's the dress me and the performance me. God, I bring every part, the real me, in front of you, exposing me, believing you to still be God enough just to sit there and hear me out. The crazy thing is, she never asked for anything. But watch what happens. The disciples in the room say to him, why would she pour that on your feet? What a waste of a year's worth of wages. And he said, and I know you want to sell it and give it to the poor. At least that's what you say. But allow me introspective on the text that I push this perspective that you got to know some people want to feed the poor, but then not go in prayer. And he says, the poor you'll have with you always, but me you only have for a little while. And she says, I'm gonna make the most of what I have today by making sure he goes back to everything that I forfeited yesterday. She said, I'm gonna pour it on his feet, but it's worth a year's worth of wages, not what she's going to gain, but what she has already gotten. God, I don't need you to go ahead of me and fix stuff that's in front of me. God, I need you to go back to last year. I need you to give me my stuff back that the enemy took from me. Give me every piece of joy that I would give to somebody who didn't appreciate me, who saw me but didn't believe me, who came to testify with me but was not on the side of me. They will come and stand with you but couldn't fight in the war that you had to fight in this season. She says, I want my year back. And that's who I'm talking to on today. And I close on this note. I'm already at 12. She says, I want my year back. I want it. I want it back. I'm not talking about she was in any kind of pandemic. I don't even know if they had coronavirus or one back then. I'm not sure what she faced in deception. I don't know what she faced in perception. I don't know what she faced in classification. But here's what I know. She said, whatever it is that I faced, God, I need you to go back to the back of it and stop it before I get in front of it. God, I need you to go back to yesterday. And if you've ever been in that place, then you know what I'm talking about on today. Well, God, I need you to go back and heal some places that I'm still broken at. I need you to go back and fix some stuff I messed all the way up. Go back and straighten out everything that I would make not straight, not on the right path. God, fix me, put me on the right direction, not today. Go back to yesterday. So she said, I poured on his feet because I needed to move in my past. So I poured it on his feet so that people know I don't really care if they stay. I don't even care if it goes a long while. I don't even care if it lasts. She said, I poured on his feet because I need him to go ahead of me and prepare the way for me. On today, I close right here. I need you to know that God not only is powerful, we said that, but God is also omnipresent. I know we already said that, but let me tell you on today, he's all powerful all the time, which means there's no prayer that you could ever pray that is amiss God, but it'll always hit him right on target. That if you come in your serious, sincere, uttermost respect, but knowing that God, I seek you because I know in reaching you that you can reach every part that I can. And for somebody on today, know that God is not only in today, but he's seeking your prayers today to fix what you faced yesterday. Man, so when you come to it on this Thursday, know that he's answering a prayer from Friday. When you come to it on Wednesday of next week, know that he's already surfing back through time to the beginning of last year to make sure that this year turns out the way that it is. So I already know before I come to it, I'm going to win. And I already know before I face it that I'm going to defeat it. I already know that before it could ever oppose me, God determined me to be a champion to it, from it, about it, when I can come out of it and testify. It wasn't even me. It was the God who I believe to be all powerful and omnipresent. That's all I got to say on today.